All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Bob Chronicles. We your host, Christian Paul speaking, and those of you who are joined through the Nerd Chronicles on my YouTube channel, thank you very much for actually listening to this episode here. And in this episode that I personally want to discuss here, I want to talk about the situation in regards to now reigning current Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter, the lethal, elite, top wide receiver, top cornerback up in the nation, right? In college football, BCS, college football, FBS, in the FBS division, playing for the Colorado Buffaloes under Deion Sanders, with Shiloh Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, he homeboy guy like Coach Prime, literally got himself an elite team and a lethal two-way player that has been held up into the ranks since Charles Woodson up in 1997, right? And I tell you, he is really popping heads all over the nation, all over the world. Yet, much of his attention, and I'm not trying to mean him or actually dismiss Mr. Hunter, is this much of the attention that he's actually getting is more so towards his girlfriend and basically the total choice of partner that homeboy's basically with by the name of, if I'm not mistaken, her name is Leanna Lenee, right? Basically, the biracial, the half black, half Mexican, half Hispanic. I don't know if it's Hispanic or Asian, Filipino. We don't know, but definitely half Hispanic, definitely non-black, definitely non-white for sure. Half black, half non-white. Young lady who's about a couple years of Travis Hunter Sr., who's been in a relationship with him for about 5 years now, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of stuff has been on the news in regards with her and the way she's been acting towards him, the way that she's speaking towards him. Lily and the public Mac has gotten a lot of people turning heads toward her and actually scratching their heads, mainly at Travis Hunter's girlfriend, looking at her the wrong way, thinking that she's gonna be the one that's actually gonna stain Travis Hunter's image and literally ruin Travis Hunter's career. And those accusations, the criticism in regards towards the girlfriend by a lot of YouTubers are understandably warranted because they do want the best for literally this young man who is about to be a high lottery pick going into the NFL next season, right? So definitely there's a lot of stuff to actually mainly unpack, and it's definitely easy for me to actually try and actually let him know in regards to these things, that you definitely watch who he hangs with for his image and for the optics, which I can't actually fully understand. But my conversation in this episode is not going to basically dig towards more so Travis Hunter, because he's definitely a young dude. He's very young. I'm not going to actually try and be too harsh with him because he's definitely learning as he goes along when it comes to social skills and relationships. Take note, he's in his early 20s. All right. I want to actually try and speak with the girlfriend and actually explain to him like a very unique opportunity that she should literally be taking advantage of when it comes to the situation right here, once he's literally undergoing extensive, at times harsh, criticism by the public eye. So I want to speak with Leanna Lenee, right? And before I go forward, dealing with basically just going forward in this episode, I do want to congratulate both you and your now fiance on your engagement and your soon-to-be wedding. May more blessings mainly come your way. Definitely moving forward in regards with that, I do want to actually just give you a bit of giving you heads up in regards with it. But I wouldn't say definitely want to give you huge thanks. My main concern in this is that you have a lot of strikes mainly against you based on what you said. Basically, that you just letting people know in public that, Travis Hunter was your type at first. Then comes a situation in which, you were basically actually coming in and actually just having a hissy fit right in front of your fiance on camera at the final home game of the season for Mr. Hunter on the Colorado Buffaloes home field, in which they had senior homecoming. Right, that's definitely another strike right there. Another strike was when you're out here sitting down while the rest of his support squad was actually standing up, actually congratulating Travis the moment that he won the Heisman, to a point where Deion Haley had to tap you up on the shoulder to actually have you get up. Another strike right there. A fourth strike is the money sign that came by. Fifth strike is, you were a former dancer and a former stripper somewhere, based on like where they were coming from what I'm hearing. You used to have an OnlyFans, right? That's the fifth strike there. The sixth strike would be where you slightly actually put your fiance under the bus, by letting basically the whole world know that he was cheated with his now ex-girlfriend, by actually just hooking up with you and actually being with you now. So, what would that make you in regards with that? Now, there's opportunities for you to actually just reclaim your image and actually revive and definitely form your image, especially when you're in a serious relationship, when you're actually about to marry Travis. It's a lot of work to do. It's not easy, and definitely will not be easy. However, it's definitely doable. Now, the first step in this process is that you need to mature. All right, definitely have to mature fast, mature quickly. Either you mature or you deal with like heavy scrutiny and heavy humiliation by the general public, by the general tabloids and media, not just with you, but also with your fiancé. As what you do in your relationship, definitely with him, and where your actions mainly are, shows a reflection of your partner, Travis Hunter, and vice versa. Conversely, what he does, right, and how he moves in the public eye will also reflect on you also. So you also have to take note of that, and he also has to take note of that as well. Step 2 for Leanna is to definitely recompense, definitely mature. If there's any hitsy fits, just make sure you actually handle that stuff behind the scenes. And definitely actually come up with plans where the two of you are actually going to try and build something and literally work together, right? So, for instance, if you literally out here going to a party and, the boyfriend basically wants to drop you off and everything else, you just can't literally have him stand there for like 2-3 hours at a time. And actually just trying to let him leave him out of the dust. Now, if he's actually staying at home, actually handling his own business, it's different. And you actually hang with your friends, different. Vice versa, that's definitely different. But whenever you guys actually mainly plan to go out together, make sure Lily actually stay and actually on the hip and mainly work together as a team and protect each other. Definitely he's the primary protector. Make sure he protects you from harm's way for sure. But make sure you protect his image as well. Now, as your hubby, soon to be hubby, gets to further advance up in career, especially in the NFL, the microscope is actually going to get much, much closer. You're going to have to go into like a much bigger lens. It'll be more zoomed towards you. All eyes will be on the two of you mainly moving forward. And the microscope will be much, much deeper between you as well as your curiosity. You know what I'm saying? So definitely make sure that your actions are definitely clean. Make sure that you're mainly discreet towards the general public. Make sure you don't belittle anybody and don't even belittle him. And once you actually get everything all set, once you don't, make sure you get everything, all your ducks all covered in one row. And once you actually make sure you treat your proper partner with like the proper respect, there is a possible chance that you guys can mainly stay together for the long haul, in spite of all the paparazzi mainly breathing down both of y'all necks. So now the question is, will you take my advice, Leanna, in regards with this through actions over the years? And I do have questions to see if you're able to actually execute. I don't know the rest of the general public is actually mainly hearing on what I am saying, but there is an opening, there is an opportunity for you to actually try and make things right as to get everything cleaned up before this whole ordeal gets worse and worse and worse for you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to paparazzi wise. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the public eye. You know. But, I do have my concerns. I can't say I doubt them because I don't know realistically where their relationship is going to turn. But if Leanne doesn't heed my advice when it comes to the public eye, there's going to be a huge chance that, the pseudo red pill community will definitely eat this up. A lot of people in the general public not only will be shaming Leanne, but also be going in on Travis for actually picking the type of woman in the first place and actually trying to say, I told you so. This is what happens when you get fleeced by women like this, when I actually want you for your kids after the ring and you forced to pay half, and all these other things actually mainly come about, right? You're going to be proven much in the manosphere, right? You're going to be proven like some woman, right, in regards to the public eye. And in some cases, like whatever they have, they morals and everything else, they are going to be looking at you feeling like you just used up some young dude that's actually coming up in the bulk of his prime, that's literally trying to actually get himself into best financial shape as quickly as he can, actually trying to learn the ways when the high level finances and actually dealing with that financial world on how he's going to actually try to maintain himself financially, right? So there's that as well. So you don't want to actually try and get yourself up in the wrong side of public eye on things, Leanne, and try to make sure that not only your image is maintained, but also the image of your husband. And I'm going to leave it there. Now, again, as I said before, will Leanne execute? The question, the answer, will definitely be yet to be seen, and it will definitely reveal itself in due time, years from now. Chris and Paul from the Bob Chronicles is signing out. And for those of you watching on the Nerd Chronicles, I'll see you on the next one.